Anybody have any questions? Right here up front. Daisy?
Bo, two questions. First, just as an Alabama guy, what is it like to be here and have this opportunity? It was over a year in the making. You could have been here a year ago. And to not only do it yourself, but to be working with your center again and be competing against two defenders, one of whom you said never shut up in practice back in Oregon. So what's this week going to look like for you?
Yeah, he won't shut up this week either, I bet. But I think it's an honor and a privilege to be back in the home state, but more importantly, just because of the game and what it means to so many guys that have been able to play in it. It's an honor, and I'm excited to be on the team with Michael and Sam and compete with those guys this week. But we've already kind of formed friendships along the way, along our careers, and so we're just excited to have a week together and get to spend time and learn from one another and grow and also compete on the field. But I'm excited to play with Jackson. He's a great player, helped us a lot this year at center, and then Kyrie and those guys, I expect to have a friendly competition again with them this week, go at it again one more time. But, it's a great, I think, honor for so many guys from Oregon to be able to play. That's a lot of us, and, I just think it's good for the university, it's good for us, and, just excited to play in the game.
Yeah, right back here.
Bo, Jim mentioned Daniel Jeremiah mock draft. This year he has you going to the New Orleans Saints first round. When you were growing up here in Alabama, did you have a favorite team? Were the Saints your team on the Gulf Coast? And maybe do you pay attention to that?
Well, that's a loaded question, but honestly, realistically in the South, most of the time you're more fans of the college team. So Auburn was my team growing up, obviously, but I just enjoyed watching NFL players, quite frankly, and seeing where those guys went in drafts and then just kind of following along their careers. And I didn't necessarily have a favorite NFL team because we moved around so much and there were so many around the area. But it'd be nice to obviously be close to home, be in the draft. But, if I'm drafted anywhere in the country, it's an honor. There's 32 places that can pick a player, and if you're one of those and you get to go to one of those franchises, then I think it's an honor and a privilege no matter where you get to spend your time. And after spending time in Oregon, me and my wife, Izzy, we can probably live anywhere in the country and be fine.
Bo, to your left. You get to play in multiple offenses in college, Auburn, then Oregon. Playing in multiple offenses, how do you think that's helped you contributed to who you are as a quarterback heading into the professional level?
I think it's important, with 5 offenses in 5 years, 5 different play callers, and so I've been around the block. I've been able to learn from a lot of different people who've had a lot of different success. They've been able to coach a lot of great quarterbacks in the past and lead a lot of great offenses, all of them, in their respectful ways. But I think just along the way, I learned and picked up a lot from each individual and grew during my time. I had a lot of experience to grow, and so however that translate, next, I think it just showed the adaptability and the comfortability that I have being uncomfortable and having to learn new things. But I took it as a fun challenge. I'm a football junkie, and so I just enjoy learning different plays and how you can name the same play different ways. But it was always fun to me, and was a fast learner and just adapting. And I think just in the future, maybe one day when maybe if I get to coach someday in high school or something, I get to put all their offenses together and make them my own.
Back here.
Hello, Bo. In a traditional game, you plan for all 4 quarters, but in a game like this, you're only going to be in for a set amount of time. Does that change the way you prepare for the game, and do you have a specific time of the game you would like to play the most?
That's kind of out of my control, but I do think that you prepare like you're going to play the whole game, and then whenever you get the opportunity, go out there and pretend like you're in the rhythm, and just like it's any Saturday, you go out there and play, perform. But it's just all about being efficient at that point and staying loose and staying warm, staying engaged throughout the game, and just enjoying the opportunity and the experience.
Bo, what are the things that you came to the Senior Bowl to prove? What do you feel like you want to show the scouts this week?
Not really anything besides the fact that I enjoy playing football, and I'll do anything to go out there and strap it up and go know, our offense versus any defense, and just you know, be efficient and play the game and play quarterback. I think it's one of the most fun things in the world to go out there and be a quarterback of any offense, and I think that the opportunity just you know, it's right there in front of us to just go out there and enjoy the week, learn a new system, be around different guys, throw to new receivers, and you know, whatever they take from it, you know, that's out of my control. But I do think that I'm just going to, you know, compete and just, you know, have a good time, and at the end of the day, just show the growth that I've had over college.
2 more questions. First one right here.
Hey, Bo. Obviously, you played in multiple offenses, as aforementioned, Auburn and Oregon. A lot of people break down the film and say that, you know, they have some questions about your processing as a quarterback, and you are an older player. With that being said, do you deflect that concern that people have about you? Do you have what it takes to adapt to the next level? What are your thoughts on that?
Can you ask that again?
A lot of the draft analysts, they have some concerns about your processing for long developing plays. Do you deflect that? Do you say, you know, I'm ready to adapt to that? What are your thoughts on those comments?
Out of my control.
Obviously, you are playing with a lot of your former teammates out here, but I want to ask you, is there anybody that you're looking forward to outside of your own teammates? Is there anybody you're looking forward to playing with, playing against, or just seeing out there on the field?
That's a great question. Being a college player for so long, I've been able to see a lot of these guys play, and ironically, a lot of our quarterbacks in the game have, you know, spent a lot of time in college, so we all kind of gotten familiar with each other, watching each other on Saturday. So I'm excited to be around those guys and learn and pick up from the other quarterbacks, and you know, at the end of the day, just competing against guys around the country that I haven't necessarily gotten to play in a normal football game. But it's good to see, you know, my former teammates from Auburn down here and get to play with those guys again. And you know, I feel like there's a lot of these some guys even in the game that I've been able to play on Saturdays because I've spanned a few conferences. But I'm just excited to play with all of them. To be honest, I'm excited to see the guys and kind of be up close and personal with them and see you know, what I've seen on TV and what I've seen on film translate to real life.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.